Hello y'all, this is Hearts of Iron 4, and in this video we are going to play as Communist Yugoslavia. Here is a brief history of the country known as Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia came into existence after the new state of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes merged with the formerly independent Kingdom of Serbia in 1922. Initially, Yugoslavia joined both the Little Entente and the Balkan Pact to secure their independence, but recently the assassination of King Alexander, combined with growing internal pressures from nationalists and external pressure from Italy and Germany, has caused drastic upheaval and re-evaluation of their political and strategic position. We have started. Let's go to our national overview. We have 5 national spirits, and they are Croatian opposition, Macedonian opposition, Slovene nationalism, Serbian general staff, and anti-German military. So there's a lot of ethnic tension right now in the non-aligned Yugoslavia led by Prince Paul. And in the focus tree, let's go ahead and recognize the Soviet Union. And it says here, while we have historically refused to recognize the Bolshevik state in the East, the time has perhaps come for us to reconsider our stance on the matter. While the Western democracies seem too weak to defend the minor powers, the Soviet Union may well prove a more reliable friend. And the Soviet Union will like us more, and we're also leaving, Turkey, Greece, and Romania won't like us as much for doing this. And now, research slots available, do basic stuff, basic machine tools, just the fundamentals of, the fundamentals of when you start a Holy 4 playthrough, electronic mechanical engineering, just engineering, the engineering and industrial tech you always need. You usually need anyway. Here's a factory. What can we do with this? Let's make some trains. Take all of our divisions. We have 22 divisions in the army. The Navy has some ships. We have a destroyer, 4 submarines, and a light cruiser. That is the Yugoslavian Navy. And we have an Air Force, which is 2 fighter air wings, and that's it. So let's take our army here, merge them all together, one army. Vladimir Kulkovac, he can lead them. And we need a field marshal. There we go. Send them to Albania. Just watch Albania. They're going to go down there now and free civilian factories, build up some civilian factories in Bosnia, Dalmatia, Montenegro, free dockyards, build some convoys. We only have 9 in the stockpile. Missing equipment production. I know we need artillery. I can't get any artillery right now. And we do need to trade someone, don't we, for some resources. USA, give us some steel. Thank you. Let's unpause. And our army is moving into their positions just to watch the Albanian border just keep a close eye on Albania. Who knows what will happen. And when we get the chance, I'm going to immediately get a communist revolutionary political advisor. Ivo Loda there is going to become a advisor for us once I have like 187 political power. Recognize the Soviet Union is a 70-day long focus. After that, I don't know what we'll do. Maybe form peasant unions and mutual economic aid. That sounds good. We'll have to get communism to be popular enough to use this focus here. Abolish the monarchy. So that is something to keep in mind. And I don't know how fast we can become communist. I'd say give it, I don't know, late 1936, early 1937 maybe. I can't really say. I can't say at all. And recognize the Soviet Union will take about 20 days nearly at this point. Good. Well, it's getting there. Just the days are flying by. So let's look around here. What is Greece going to do, I wonder? Not sure. Bulgaria exists. That's about all I can say about Bulgaria at this time. Romania is guaranteed by France and Czechoslovakia, and they're guaranteeing a bunch of other places, I think. Hungary is also just around doing whatever. Recognize the Soviet Union will be done soon. And do we have an admiral? Any admirals at all? We have 1 admiral. Okay. So the remilitarization of the Rhineland occurs. Turkey remilitarized. Oh, we recognize the Soviet Union. I just exited out of that event. I should have read that. But let's start to focus, form peasant unions. And what does this say here? The working man must gain a larger presence in local politics. Establishing peasant councils will go a long way in will go a long way to having their voices heard. And peasant councils, form peasant councils. Once this focus is complete, we will get a national spirit, which will give us daily communism support plus 0.20 for 730 days. So that's like communism support for 2 years. And we shouldn't even take that long to become communist. We're going to be communist by some point in 1937, I think. That's the fastest we can do it. Modify officer corps, don't worry about that. I do need to probably build, I would like another military factory at some point, but let's not worry about that for now, because I do need to get some artillery together. And we have 100 political power at this point. Once we get to that 187 we need, I can get this communist revolutionary advisor. And the reason the political advisors cost more than they would typically, well, they're usually 150 in many countries in Hearts of Iron 4. The reason they're more expensive for Yugoslavia in particular is because we have that Macedonian opposition national spirit. And form peasant councils is nearly done. Come on now. After that, we'll do mutual economic aid. Get that done. Mutual economic aid. Well, I got to do a research. What can we do? Let's go ahead and do concentrated industry 1. So let me read this here. Let me read it. Where is it at? Oh, the focus tree. What am I doing? Mutual economic aid. The Soviet Union and Yugoslavia have much to offer each other economically. By establishing profitable trade agreements and arrangements of economic aid, we can greatly benefit each other. And from this, we'll get a national spirit that will last for 720 days. And it says consumer good factories minus 5%. And the Soviet Union will gain a similar national spirit that will last for a less amount of time. Modified government. I gotta wait. I can't do anything just yet. I need to get that political advisor just to make this process go quicker. And the Kingdom of Poland crowns a king. Good for them. And communism at this point is at the 22% popularity. We gotta get to 40% popularity to do the focus that will get rid of the monarchy. And who did Poland elect as king? They got Michael I. So Romania, Poland. Are we going to see it? I don't know. Not entirely sure. And excavation 1, start doing that. Are we done here? Well, I got to get that advisor soon enough. We need like 10 more political power. Come on. Just a few more days. It's July 1936 now. Time just flies by. Spanish Civil War is happening, as it does in Hearts of Iron 4. And mutual economic aid. Come on now. I got to get that advisor. This focus is going to be done. Okay, Ivalo Lola Rebar, Communist Revolutionary. Welcome. Well, get on board. Yugoslavia's, well, he's going to be our advisor. Now, in the focus tree, let's complete local militias, or no. Yes, let's do local militias for more recruitable population. It says here, local militias. The people will be encouraged to form up militias in defense of their homeland. This will enable larger parts of the population to be eligible for recruitment to military service later, and this gives us a national spirit called local militias, which will grant us a higher recruitable population. Alright, so that's a 70-day long focus. I'm pretty sure all of these focuses are 70 days. After we do this, we still won't probably be able to get the communists in power just yet, so we'll probably do industrialization program and expand the mining industry to get some resource gain efficiency buffs. And communism is at 30% popularity. That is really fast, honestly. That is absurdly fast. Yeah, that's going by quickly, isn't it? I say early 1937 is when we can get the monarchy abolished. I'm thinking at this rate, 31% now, for communism to be popular. I think it takes about 10 days, approximately 10 days for the popularity to go up by a number here. Well, yeah, one full digit. For communism's popularity in Yugoslavia, modify officer corps. Let's get, I don't know, this guy here who has no trait. He seems like he'll be fine. Nobody can see him, but he's our invisible commander. Bon Burjavi Murkovic, he'll have to do. And did I just lose that military high command slot? I'm a genius, aren't I? Now, let's do industrialization program to get 2 industry research bonuses. I regret getting that guy in as the officer corps. Can I get rid of him? Oh no, he took it. He just kidnapped the officer corps slot. Well, oh well, he can use it then. I can get rid of him. He's just going to use that now. That's awkward, isn't it? But industrialization program will be done, and I'm thinking by the time it could be done, will be ready to have the communists come to power, and they're led by Josip Broz Tito, Communistic Party Yugoslavia. Well, that's not how it's actually pronounced, Yugoslavia. It's just how, I'm guessing, the Yugoslavian Communist Party. That's what I imagine the name amounts to when it's translated to English. What it means in English anyway. And dominions break with the crown. Could the British Empire be dead? It seems that way. I think they're doing the King's Party, or maybe they're doing fascism. Not sure what path they're going down, but they've lost their colonial empire. And Canada now leads a faction called the Commonwealth of Nations, which consists of them, South Africa, Australia, and New Zealand. Mechanical computing is done. Good. Concentrated Industry 1 is done. Let's do radio. Also do Support Weapons 1. No divisions in basic training. Let's start training some infantry then. That will work. We still need some artillery. I will note that. Low manpower, whatever. We need artillery. Yes, I know. We aren't producing it. I may go ahead and switch out from trains then. Yeah, I may have to do that. And communism will soon be at 40% popularity. And we're going to have... Come on now, get their industrialization program to finish up, please. There we are. Let's get communism in power in Yugoslavia. Abolish the monarchy. That's a 70-day long focus. The monarchy is hardly a fitting government form for modern times, says this focus. Not to mention entirely incompatible with our societal views. It must be abolished and little rule replaced with the voice of the common man. And the peasant councils will become empowered peasant councils. Do we just keep that national spirit? I don't know. Oh well, so the KPJ, the Communist Party of Yugoslavia, will become the leader of the country, well, the ruling party of the country, and we'll have the communists in power by, say, I'm thinking, well, late February 1937, early March 1937, get a military high command, get army maneuver guy. Yes, at least he didn't kidnap an officer corps slot. I am happy we didn't have that incident happen twice. That guy the invisible guy just took it and ran off, which it is what it is, but Yugoslavia, I don't know, that was just rough. And what do we do with the military? Do they exercise? I say no, not yet. I need those artillery. Make some artillery now. We don't need trains anymore. Well, we need trains, but we need artillery more than trains at this point. And insufficient resources, tungsten is needed. Get some tungsten from British Malaya, maybe? That will work. We need it for artillery production, I believe. Is that how that works? Yes. Artillery is using the tungsten. And abolish the monarchy will be done in less than a week. Once it's done, we'll have to decide if we want to join the Comintern or do this Yugoslavian path to communism type deal here. So those are our options. And abolish the monarchy is done. The Soviet Union is now going to guarantee our independence. Is that right? Is that how that works? Let me check. They are, in fact, guaranteeing our independence. Good. So now we are to SFR Yugoslavia, led by Josip Broz Tito, and historically, he was a communist revolutionary. During World War II, he led the Yugoslav partisans, and once that big conflict was over, he was the president of Yugoslavia from 1953 to 1980, which was when he died, I believe. And fun fact, I think this portrait that is used for Tito is from the early 1960s, so keep that in mind, I suppose, if you want to. And now in the focus tree, let's complete Yugoslavian path to communism, so we don't have to rely on the Comintern, well, we don't have to rely on the Soviet Union for absolutely everything. And this says here, we require no guidance in our fight for the workers' cause. We will gather those who accept our leadership and together spread out our version of the revolution. That will work for me, so get that done. And we'll form our own faction called the Pan-Slavic Workers' Congress, which will be a bunch of countries in the Balkans, ultimately, I think. And what do we do with Albania now? We could invade Albania. We could invade... I don't know. Do I want to do that? We could invade Austria. That could be an option. Not sure. Let me see here. So we can get, say... We can get Bulgaria, Albania... Greece, Romania, Hungary, Turkey. So we could invade Austria. That would be a risk, though. Possibly. So what do I do there? I may do it and just occupy everything. Thundercross Latvia declared war on Latvia. So Edward VIII empowers the King's Party. Who do I invade? Could invade... I don't know, it could go to war. I don't know. I'm just thinking here. Let's not worry about any invasions right now and just do Yugoslavian path to communism. We got support weapons 1 researched. Let's start researching construction 2. Get that done. Concentrated industry 2 is done also. It's complete. Let's start improved machine tools. That would take 131 days. So come on now, Yugoslavian path to communism, finish up. Oh, wow. So empowered peasant councils will become supreme peasant councils, and we'll have some big buffs on division attack on core territory and division defense on core territory, which is cool. Military high command, get the army logistics guy. Yes, not the army drill guy. So Yugoslavian path to communism is done. Let's form the Chiang Kai-shek, got executed by Ma Bufang, I believe, the leader of the Saibei Senma, is that right? Yes. So who leads China now? Wang Jingwei, which I believe this path could signify China may go fascist. I'm not entirely sure, but they do have a war goal on communist China. Yes, they do. That's interesting, even though they are improving relations with communist China. Or no, communist China is trying to improve relations with China. Interesting. And in the focus tree, well, research tree, let's complete VTS, and there's the war. China declared war on communist China. And so, what's India up to? They have no British Raj anymore. Meanwhile, Australia, they are in the Commonwealth of Nations. So, as you could tell, since the great, oh yeah, they are going non-aligned. King's Party, Edward VIII, that makes sense. So the British Empire is sort of shattered, effectively, and for some reason the British are sending troops to fight in China against communist China. Very interesting stuff there. The British are back in Asia, effectively. I think they still control Hong Kong, don't they? Yes, they do control Hong Kong. So the British are helping out the Chinese government fight the communist Chinese government in the field. How is our focus doing here? Pan-Slavic Workers' Congress will be done soon enough. And we're going to probably focus on instigating peasant uprisings in Albania, ultimately. That seems like a plan for us. And after this focus is done, these focuses take 35 days. Wow, they do. Huh. Construction 2 is done. Good. Let's complete excavation 2. And the Pan-Slavic... Japan declared war on China in 1937. The Pan-Slavic Workers' Congress. Disagreeing with fundamental aspects of Soviet communism, the Yugoslavs have taken their own approach to the ideology. Rather than be a member of the Comintern, the Yugoslav government has announced that they aim to lead the southern Slavs in their fight for the rights of the worker. It is likely that they will soon attempt to bring their neighbors into the fold, a move that could seriously upset the balance of power in the region, and we will lead our fellow Slavs. And now, let's do form the Federal Republic to get rid of some national spirits like Croatian opposition, Macedonian opposition, and Slovene nationalism. And it says here in the focus description, the time has come to form a true federalist state where all member peoples are welcomed. The internally fragmented nation that we have been these past decades will be no more. And going to our decisions, we can now instigate peasant uprisings in Bulgaria and Albania, which we will do. And at this point, communism will become more popular in Albania and in, I think, yeah, wait, no, did I do it? Oh, I guess we'll have to attack the Bulgarians first or something. That's how that works. Okay, let's justify in Albania. Or no, Marco Polo bridge incident has occurred. So I may have made a mistake by going after the Bulgarians first, but it's fine. I think our military is bigger than theirs, so we have to fight them. Yeah, not entirely sure about that. May not have been the best call. And let me go ahead and stop getting out this unit. Don't train any troops right now. We need more reinforcements, though. Okay, it might just be easier for us to justify on people. Okay, so let's justify on Bulgaria, invade them, get that done, conquered. That'll take so long. That may have been a mistake. No divisions in basic training, I know. Focus everything on weapons production. If we want to instigate any peasant uprisings. Missing equipment production, yes, I know, game. I'm aware. So what do we do here? Justify war goal. How many units do they have? They have 5 to 19. We could win a war. So let's justify on them. That will probably happen sometime. And the conflict will take place sometime in, I don't know, in 1938, more than likely. Forming a federal republic will be done soon, though. After that, we'll do Federal Defense Council. Then we'll have to do some other focuses, probably. And Federal Defense Council will take 70 days. But forming a federal republic is nearly done. Research slot available. Let's complete this here. Fuel storage. And we have the entire Yugoslavian army on the border with Bulgaria. We will fight them, ultimately. Just waiting for this. 1938 is when we fight Bulgaria. We will make them into our puppet. And we'll just have to instigate communist uprisings everywhere else. That is the plan. Forming a federal republic is done. Horthy has been assassinated. What's going on in Hungary? They have gone the Hungarian People's Republic route. You want to join our faction? Join. Please? They say no. Neither they or we are at war. Let's improve relations with them, though, and see what they'll do. So just do this, non-aggression pact. That is what we'll do now. And let's guarantee their independence, or what can we do here? Let's guarantee their independence for now, just to try and get them to like us. And national focus not set. Let's do Federal Defense Council. All regions must have a voice in the defense of our great nation. This will go a long way to ensuring that the most voices practically possible are heard, and that discrimination will not stem merit in its infancy. And this will replace the National Spirit Serbian General Staff with Federal Defense Council. So that focus is going to be started now. But let's guarantee Hungary. We need them to join a faction with us, ultimately. So improve relations, probably. Yes, Pakistan declared war on India. That's going on overseas, over in Asia. South Asia, not exactly South Asia, but in the Indian subcontinent, Pakistan. They control this land here, and they control what could be considered Bangladesh. And no divisions in basic training, I know. I'm aware. I'm hoping this propaganda campaign in Bulgaria, get that started. We gotta have communism be as popular as possible in Bulgaria. That is the aim. And do I regret using the political power? I don't know. I just need them to become communists so that we can invite them to our faction. That would be a good idea, I think. Marines 1, let's research that. I wonder if the USSR is still guaranteeing us. They are not. We're still guaranteed by Romania and France, though. I will note that. And Josip Broz Tito is angered by Bulgarian posturing. Okay. And how's weapons doing? Weapon production is could be better. Could be better indeed. Yeah. And the Turkish Socialist Republic is improving relations with Bulgaria. That's going on. And at this point, do we attack Bulgaria or no? I mean, if we want to fight the Albanians, that means we have to fight the Italians. They're guaranteeing Albania, for crying out loud. So we have to fight the Bulgarians, I suppose. And India and Pakistan sign a white peace. Now let's do the focus, expand the mining industry to get that resource gain efficiency. That could help us out. We do need more military factories and civilian factories in general. The United Mexican States declared war on Mexico. There's a civil war in Mexico, essentially. And I want to get Pan-Balkan initiative so hard. I just want to get that focus eventually. But we need to get Bulgaria and Albania under our sway before that can happen. How is communism doing in Bulgaria? It's quite popular, I think. Does Hungary want to join a faction? They say, I don't know what they want to do. But let's stop. Don't revoke the guarantee, but just stop improving relations. Do that for now. Expand the mining industry is being worked on. Well, that focus will take about 40 more days before it's complete. Excavation 2 is done. Good. Now let's start researching. Go to aircraft. Do Icarus IK-2, which is Fighter 1 for Yugoslavia. So, do we keep making guns? I guess we'll do that. I mean, we're still in a very bad deficit, which is annoying, but hey, what can you do? Yeah, we need more weapons overall. We just need more weapons. I'm not even recruiting divisions at the cost of doing this. So can we, propaganda campaign in Bulgaria, do that. We need Bulgaria to go communist or have some kind of civil war. Communism is reaching nearly 50% popularity now, I think. Pan-Slavic propaganda is going pretty hard there. So as long as we can keep that constant barrage of Pan-Slavic propaganda flowing into Bulgaria, we could see a communist regime rise up there, as it did in Hungary and Turkey. And I'm hoping we can invite Turkey to a faction down the line, but I'm not sure if that will take place. Expand the mining industry is done. Now let's start to focus, develop military industry. A modern military industry requires a heavy industrial base to support the necessary production of new aircraft. Yes, we need more than aircraft though. We need trains, guns, support equipment, everything. But I need factories mostly on firearms at this point, so we can start supplying communist and other countries in the Balkans. So if we can arm those Bulgarian militants, for example, that would make communism more popular there, which is our end goal, just so we can invite Bulgaria into Yugoslavia's faction. And we need more friends in this faction, because a one-country faction is hardly a faction at all. And now military staff, Chief of the Army, go with Tito. I mean, why not? He is already leading the country. He can be Chief of the Army too. He'll help with army morale. And now that he's the Chief of the Army, Army experience gain daily will go up, and also non-combat out-of-supply penalties will go down. And missing equipment production, yes, I know it's rough. So focus all these new factories we're going to get on artillery, guns. Make communism more popular in Bulgaria. That is our end goal right now. Just when this decision is done, get it started. Yes, propaganda campaign in Bulgaria. We got to instigate that peasant uprising somehow in the Tsardom. And now we can invade Bulgaria. Do we do it or not? We could. We'd win, I would think. Yeah, so let's declare war now. And I should have focused more on Albania, honestly. I think I will do that in the future. But attack Bulgaria now. The offensive is launched. Yeah, here comes all of the Lend-Lease from the Soviet Union. Thank you. Appreciate it. So just move in here, overwhelm the few divisions of the Bulgarian military. Let's start making some more. Okay, we will make artillery and support equipment at this point. We do need that since we're fighting this war. And the Anschluss of Austria. Italy claims they claim something on our land. Great. And what can we do? Oh no. Will Bulgaria join a faction? I don't know. Will they do it? Maybe. That's a little concerning. We just need to win this war. And let's make some artillery. No. Trains. We need trains. I need trains. But beat Austria. Oh, the French Commune. Yes, I will do that. French Communists take power. So join my faction, please. Thank you. I'll take that. Please do not join a faction, though. I can't believe we got the French Commune on our side. They want to join the war. No, this is being fought alone by the mighty Yugoslavian military, led by Josip Broz Tito, effectively. Just encircle their capital. Come on. Okay, we destroyed one division. That's good. And now, what can we do? The propaganda campaign is still going on in Bulgaria, even though this war is taking place. What can we do in the focus tree? Do expand the University of Zagreb to get a research slot. Research slots available. Also, complete interwar armored car. And what else? Improved artillery. Do that. I still can't believe the French Commune is in a faction with us. And our flags are pretty similar, I would say. Like, these red stars are basically the same. Just the colors of the flags are nearly the same also. Just the designs are slightly different. Can we beat Bulgaria, please? Defeat Bulgaria. Just take Varna now. Take all these cities. They've lost a war, effectively. We need to beat Bulgaria, then we can do the Pan-Balkan initiative and make our faction as mighty as possible. And the French Commune could seize control of our faction in the future. I don't want that to happen, though. Keep those guys pinned down. What are you doing? Pin them down. We do have manpower for this war, at least, so that's good. Move one of these units up north. Take Plovdiv, capture something. Move this unit up here. One unit up there. Take this city. Take it. You guys are taking so long. Move in here. There's mountains and everything. That's annoying. Oh well. That is very annoying. Can you guys win? Just drive back their army. Take this province here. Nationalist victory in the Spanish Civil War. Take this province. Come on. Surround the city. Their last very significant victory point area. Just drive them out. Take this area up here, maybe. Or no, they're attacking, though. Lend-Lease from France. I'll take it. Thank you, France, for the cannons I think they're giving us. I'm ignoring a lot of stuff. I will say that. That's a problem. I'm just focusing tunnel visioning too hard on the war. Build some civilian factories, get a division in. Actually, no, don't worry about building the army right now. Superior firepower doctrine, get delay, insufficient resources, get some steel from the USA. And the USA is trading with everyone, aren't they? I mean, they have tons of resources, so it's no surprise there, honestly. Attack this division, though. Just got to take Pravdiv. Bangladesh declared war on Pakistan, and that's after the initial. Okay, so the Bangladesh war is after the initial Pakistan-Indian war, and we're just going to make all of Bulgaria our puppet. That's the end game there. Good. So that's done. Socialist Republic of Bulgaria, they're invited in. Soviet Union cancels their Lend-Lease. Who's attacking us? German Reich. Oh no, don't you do it. Don't you do it. What do we do then? What can we do? Abandon our efforts in there. Albania. Let's focus on Albania. Arm Albanian militants, propaganda campaign in Albania. And let's move the entirety of the army to the border with Germany, just in case they do attack us. I want to be careful there. And expand the University of Zagreb is done. Let me invite Albania now. German Reich declares war on Czechoslovakia. Zog submits to Italy. Oh well. And now we can do Pan-Balkan Initiative. That will take 70 days. Is this focus nearly done, though? Yes, it is. And that's pretty rough for the... Let's work on expanding our military now. Oh, yeah, they were guaranteeing Czechoslovakia. That explains a lot. If you want to join our faction, we'll take you to Czechoslovakia. Let's expand our military, though, before we do anything. One division. That's all we can do right now. Yeah, we still got to build up our forces a little bit. France, just buy some time. And... select a technology to research. Expand the University of Zagreb is done. Pan-Balkan Initiative. We need peasant uprisings in Romania, Hungary. Romania is... I don't know what's going on in Romania. They may become communist. Possibly. Albania is just out of the picture now. Do we help Germany? Do we help the French? We probably should do that, honestly. Just help them out in their war with the Germans soon enough. Not right now, though. Yugoslavian economic aid is done there. We no longer get the effects from it, apparently. And I'm not... well, Czechoslovakia is surviving. You want to join our faction at all? Like, you don't want to join a faction. Okay, well, we tried. The French are making some progress on the German border. I will at least acknowledge that. I need to expand the Balkans initiative before we do anything. And how is this going to work? We're just draining political power, instigating peasant uprisings in Albania right now. That was a mistake. Yeah, that was a mistake. Meanwhile, France is still hitting the Germans hard. Meanwhile, Czechoslovakia is surviving for now. If we can just open a new front with the Germans, we could probably fare pretty well, but I just want to get some more allies in our faction. Invite some countries into the Pan-Slavic Workers' Congress, which includes famous countries like Bulgaria and France, as well as Yugoslavia. So that's something. I will say that. Our ally is calling us to arms. I will say no. For now, you guys got this. I mean, yeah, Communist France is doing fine. It looks like that anyway. They have advanced some, I think. Maybe. Yes, no. I mean, they have Alsace-Lorraine. They took this province in Württemberg. Meanwhile, Czechoslovakia is making some advances. One thing I do have to worry about is possibly an attack from the Italians if we do strike at Germany. So I'm going to need to expand my army a little bit more. And the French Commune could assume leadership of our faction. That would be bad if we want to get any new members in. So let's get improved infantry equipment 1 done, and support weapons 2. We do have that 4th research slot at this point. Pan-Balkan Initiative, get it done, please. I need to get allies in this faction. Invite Hungary. Welcome. What does Turkey need? Do they need everyone? They need everyone. Oh my goodness gracious, of course they do. How is Greece doing? They are looking like they'll go communist, and I think Romania will go communist too, so that will save us some trouble. Meanwhile, Bulgaria has no troops for us. Modify Officer Corps. Spirit of Division Command. Let's go with Flexible Organization. And Spirit of the Academy. Tenacious Defense or Engineering Schools? Go with Engineering Schools. Or no. I don't know. Go with, say... Bold attack. Yes. Improved artillery is done. We have some outdated stuff in production. Artillery, I figured as much. Stop making as many weapons as we were. Make more variety of things to help build our army up. And in the focus tree, let's research tactical bombers, the Sea-Maj J5. Also, naval stuff, don't worry about that. Let's research this here, Paratroopers 1. We need a bigger army. It's 1938. I wasn't ready for World War II to happen this early, honestly. I mean, at least Czechoslovakia is staying alive. That is perhaps due to the fact Italy isn't part of the Axis just yet, and the longer we wait to do anything, the worse off we could be. Hungary joins the faction, and the Hungarian People's Republic joins the Greater Balkan Workers' Congress. Earlier today, SFR Yugoslavia and the Hungarian People's Republic issued a joint statement. Okay, all this stuff. The Hungarian People's Republic has decided to accept our offer to join the faction. Good, so we now have them on the border of Austria. You know, put some pressure there. Italy joined the German Reich. Yeah, that is the risk we're taking if we join the war. And are they going to invite Hungary to the war? They could do that. They are a free member. Yeah, they're at war with them. So I'm a little concerned. We need some more allies before we do anything in particular. I know if we try to declare war, the Germans will call on Italy, and that could be a problem. Can we go to war economy now? We have to. It's necessary. Division is ready. One new division has been made. Bring them to the front. Good. We need more divisions to be created, though. We need more artillery. And Hungary is losing ground. That's not good. We need more troops. They have put some units in our territory. Okay, I will bite the bullet here. Let's go ahead and spread out some divisions, though. Watch the border here in Albania and in, I don't know, in over here. We're not going to be very aggressive, though. We have to be somewhat defensive before we can actually go on the attack against Germany. But let's get our units in position. We got to help out Hungary. They're going to be overwhelmed if we don't do anything. And India declared war on the Indian People's Republic? Is that right? I think? Maybe? Yeah. That's odd. So I don't think the Indian People's Republic will win that war. Yeah, they have no divisions at all. The Indian People's Republic does not. And let's join this war shortly. I want other countries to join the faction, though. That would be, yeah, okay, so let's get Greece involved. Greece, join the Pan-Slavic Workers' Congress. Invite Greece. Young men and women of Greece are suffering under the iron boot of their masters, and it is only by arming their poor and downtrodden, that we may break the chains that bind them. So invite Greece in. We got to help out. Oh no, Hungary's going to get overwhelmed. Okay, we don't have as much of a front line to help out there. That is, no, we need to spread out our troops a lot more thin. Yeah, this is going to be an issue for a war. This is not going to be a fun war. We need Greece involved before we do anything, though. We'll join in. We'll join in for your sake, Hungary. You're not faring too well. We need more troops, though. We need a lot more troops. We're going to dig in wherever we can and just slowly accumulate allies. We need a bigger line. Again, Hungary, you're just making an issue for us at this point. Just make this big line here. We're only going to defend Yugoslavia. That's all we can do for now before we attack. And there's 4 divisions there. There's so many units watching Albania. Okay, so set up an offensive line here, attack there with that force of the First Army, and let's get our units in position before we declare any war on the enemy. So we'll help out Hungary here. We will join, and now invite the faction. Oh, Czechoslovakia won't send. Welcome then. Czechoslovakia is going to join the faction. There we are. They're involved now. So that's fun. And we're holding our lines. We weren't really ready yet initially, but use last stand. Attack wherever we can, possibly. So go in on these areas here. Just attack. Go forward. Take that port. Here's some volunteers from the Soviet Union. Take them. The Indian People's Republic lost their civil war. Not surprising. They had like 2 divisions. We're trying to take out Albania. Well, occupy Albania. And Greece, join the faction, please. Join the faction. You won't fight Italy? You can do it. Here's some Lend-Lease, though. Thank you. And what is Romania doing? They are Kingdom of Romania. Okay, invite Greece. Please say yes, Greece. Please. Please, I beg of you. We're advancing into Albania, or trying to anyway. We're going to be overwhelmed on our front lines. Hungary capitulated. Greece accepts the invitation. Good. Now let's invite... I don't know, we want to invite Romania, but they're not communist yet. They aren't communist at all just yet. And now, let's go ahead and organize... I don't know what to do there. And instigate peasant uprisings in Romania. So, propaganda campaign. And also, at this point, go to our army. No. Go to the army. Army modernization. Unread naval battle convoy results. Please help us out, Greece. We gotta take Albania. There's some volunteers from the Soviet Union. Thank you. We gotta hold our lines. We have a lot of our faction's troops here. What is this line? Budapest is being... Do we have a line from Hungary to Czechoslovakia at this point? That's crazy. How are the French doing? I don't know. We lost some ground. Yeah, we're losing some areas. I will acknowledge that. We did take this port, though, and cut off a few Italians. And communism is really clashing hard with the Axis at this point. We are encircled in one place. That's bad. We're defending so hard right now. We took that port area. Good. Focus every other division we have that's not fighting anything up here. Focus all these... The First Army is entirely going to be on defensive. Well, except for the units in Albania. Everyone else is going defensive mode. Just dig in around the capital and get that done, please. Just hold. That one unit's going to be destroyed. Not ideal. Get this unit deployed from Bosnia. Well, these infantry divisions. Bring them to the front line. Watch up here. Albania will fall soon. They're being hit by us and Greece. We had a commander get wounded. Should I let the Greeks handle it? Maybe the People's Republic of Hellas could do it. Hopefully. And Lend-Lease from the Soviet Union. Thank you, Soviet Union. So this is a brutal war with the Axis. We're having to defend ourselves in many places. And the line connecting Yugoslavia to Czechoslovakia has been cut off. And how is France faring? I don't know. I don't know at all. Just defeat these troops in Albania, take out this encircled division. Come on now, there's like 2 divisions there. They're trapped. They're just stuck there. Defeat them. Go forward, win. I may have to move all my units back to defend. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that, aren't I? I'm going to move all of our units away from the border with Albania and let the Greeks fight the Italians there, and also go focus on the Germans advancing into northern Yugoslavia. Yeah, this is a higher priority than trying to kick the Italians out of Albania. We still have like 4 divisions down here. Just take this port and that'll be that. I'd hope. So anyway, the Italians are a little busy right now. We're just digging in. That's all we can do. Dig in. Hold the lines, and that's it. We're losing ground. I can see it. It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. Bad times for Yugoslavia indeed. Why did I join this war? I should have let Hungary go down, shouldn't I? Yeah. The Germans have troops to spare. They do definitely have troops to spare. Meanwhile, the French have lost terrain. They lost Savoy. Great. I mean, at least we took Albania. On the bright side, just dig in. Dig in everywhere. We gotta hold on to Belgrade. If we lose there, that would be bad. We have Bosnia still. We lost Croatia. And there is a potential a German puppet state in the form of the independent state of Croatia may appear, which could be a problem. I hope it doesn't happen, though. Keep holding, though. Be defensive. Oh, no, we have 2 division. This unit's going to be encircled, maybe. Fall back. Fall back from Zagreb. Yeah, Croatia's lost. Just dig in. Use last stand when possible. These guys need to be driven out of Albania. These Italian troops need to be. Once we do that, we'll focus everything on defending Yugoslavia. And we have some help from some Czechoslovak divisions. Good. They are helping slow down the enemy advance for now. And it looks like in North Africa, Italy is making a lot of progress against the French. And is our faction doomed? I don't know. I really don't know. Can Romania go communist, please? What is stopping you from going communist? I will launch a coup against you. I will genuinely do it. This is getting ridiculous. Belgrade is... Can we get these units relocated, please? Get up there to the front lines. It's not pretty. We are losing a large portion of... We gotta hold. Just dig in, defend as much as we can. We may have to deal with some naval invasions also. Part of northern Yugoslavia has been occupied. The Soviet Union canceled their Lend-Lease. Here's some stuff from Turkey, though. Thank you, Turkey. And can Romania just go communist? You're so close. You're right on the precipice of everything. I will launch a civil war. We could do that. Maybe. If I could just get something to happen there. Arm the Romanian militants or something like that. What can we do? Instigate a civil war? We could. I mean, yeah, it's evident that the communists are in full power there. Launch a civil war. Do it. And, yeah. Start a coup. And the Romanian People's Republic has popped up. Win the war. Besides that, we'll have the complete invite Romania. Do that focus soon enough. Just hold out against the Germans right now in Yugoslavia and hope they just get grinded down on the front lines. Let's look at the casualty list thus far. We have taken 63,000, German Reich 238k, Italy 159k, the French Commune 547,000, Czechoslovakia 141,000, Hungarian People's Republic 24,000, Greece, well, the People's Republic of Hellas 13k. So it looks like it seems to me that the Hungarians went down fast, relatively speaking. And let's call Bulgaria in to help us here. Thank you, Bulgaria, who's a puppet of Yugoslavia at this point. Let's get these units just requested. And I hope we may intervene in that civil war in one way or another. So get these units here. Form a Army 2. We'll have the Bulgarian troops under a Yugoslavian commander march into Romania, possibly. I'm thinking about it. We need to just make them a puppet of Romania. That is the plan. So just help out our ally there. They can just win their war. They may be able to win it before we even get involved. Okay, so let's just move this army over to the border near Belgrade. The Belgrade defensive line, or just wherever we're most vulnerable. Right here near Sarajevo. Hold there. Just stop the Germans. Just hold them back. Here's some Lend-Lease from Bulgaria. Thank you, Bulgaria. Army modernization is going to be done soon. And Bucharest is still, I don't know, the Xinjiang joined the Comintern. I hope the communist Romanians win their civil war. That is the most I can say about that. Army modernization is done. Good. And great. So what can we do now? Let's invite Romania. And let's actually move these Bulgarian troops around. Do last stand, please. Or no, we can't do last stand. Don't go on the offensive. Hold. Yeah, bring the Bulgarian forces here and just focus on moving into Romania, probably, in the event that we can join the civil war and intervene in some way. After this, we'll invite Turkey to our faction, who I hope says yes, and that will bring our faction up to, at this point, at its maximum, well, about 7 members. They try and stop the Axis here. How's Czechoslovakia faring? They're fighting a lot in Slovakia right now. Sarajevo has been lost. Not good. We're going to lose a province near Belgrade. Keep holding Belgrade. Dig in. Get ready to move toward Bucharest. Here's some Lend-Lease from the Romanian People's Republic. Thank you. Great Britain is fighting Mexico now. Why? I have no idea, but Great Britain wants to fight Mexico, so here we are. Doctrines available. Do mobile defense. Good. And at this point, Bucharest, please fall. Just fall. And Romania sends more Lend-Lease. Thank you. The Romanian People's Republic, they have a generic leader. Is that right? They do have a generic leader. Wait, there's 2. I'm confused. Okay, stop. Stop. Let the Civil War pan out. Just let the Civil War... There's a communist Civil War in Romania. Just let it pan out. Okay, so for now, move these units here. Defend near Belgrade. I'm confused what's going on in Romania, but let the war end. Let Bucharest fall. Let one side emerge victorious. So that is a little confusing. We'll invite the Romania, led by Constantine Ion Parhan here, to our faction soon enough. And the Germans are still advancing hard. We're holding down as best as we can. Greece is doing whatever Greece does. The Germans are attacking us with so many divisions right now. Can we do last stand? Preferably, that would be good. Keep defending Belgrade also. National focus. What do we do? I want to get Romania inside the faction. They got to end this war first. They got to end the war. Samaj A5 has been researched. Okay, I can't waste time anymore. Let me just research a focus. Do a focus here. Let's do this. I don't know, not that one. I'm a little concerned about doing anything relating to resources because it could mean that we're going to give resources to Germany because they are occupying some parts of our country. What can we do here? Any national spirits? Kind of, but not. No. I mean, no. Don't worry about it then. Let's just do stuff that helps the economy. Build this here to get some improved Serbian rail network. We have to do that because, frankly, places, a lot of places outside of Serbia have been occupied by the Axis. Romania canceled the Lend-Lease. Can their civil war end, please? Bucharest will fall soon enough. I want to get Bulgaria in a faction. German Reich claims Mimel. Did they get the land? I don't know if they did or not. Maybe they did. Just cancel national focus right now. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. What can we research now? Research paratroopers 2 or something. Keep holding Belgrade. Hold everything. Use last stand. Dig in. And the Romanian civil war is over between the two communist Romanias. Invite Romania now to the Greater Balkan Workers' Congress. We're not the Pan-Slavic Workers' Congress anymore. But get them involved in the war, and they'll intervene, and that'll help us out immensely. If they can just we'll open up a new front and connect Czechoslovakia to the front lines again. Just get another link to Czechoslovakia, who is relatively isolated at this point ever since that line in Hungary got cut off a while back. And we're still defending. Goodness gracious, Italy is moving pretty hard into France. That is annoying. At least we kicked the Italians out of Albania, but we can't go on the offensive right now. We just can't. How are we doing with equipment, though? Get these units deployed. What am I doing? Get them deployed. Deploy them. Send them to the front lines. Hold our ground. Don't lose anything. Just hold as best as we can around the city. Well, around Belgrade. Invite Romania. Please say yes. What can we do? Theorist. Get a military theorist. That will work for me. And we may eventually have a chance. Okay, Romania accepted. Good. Romania is going to intervene in the war. Yes. Thank you, Romania. And now, let's invite... Oh, who's this? Oh, Mexico. We could. I'm not going to... Wait. Okay, never mind. Oh, the USA is fighting. I could do that. Could I? Should I do that? That'd be pretty overpowered. But let's invite the Mexican Soviet Republic to the... We'll wait, actually. Let me invite Turkey to our faction. So Turkey is going to attempt to get them to become part of our faction. Romania is going to help us out by forcing Italian diplomatic isolation. Wow. So what's this say here? Invite Turkey. The Turkish people were freed from their caliph over a decade ago. They have still yet to be freed from their masters, apparently. Though the Republican People's Party of Turkey claims to be a social democracy, in truth they have failed utterly to break the chains of their people, and it is only with a direct Yugoslavian intervention that we may truly liberate all the workers of the Balkans. And we'll wait for Turkey to become part of our faction before we attempt anything. The Axis is not having a fun time, aren't they? What is Italy up to now? They're still part of the Axis. I'm wondering, could we still invite them? They would say yes or no. They'd say no. We declined. So, they said no. I would have invited them if I could. Due to the dire situation, I said no. The dire state of our situation. And Romania made some advances, didn't they, or no? They didn't, but it was at least now we have a new connection to Czechoslovakia, so that's good. Well, we did, but now, I thought we did, but now we don't. Carpathian Ruthenia and Eastern Slovakia has been cut off from the rest of Czechoslovakia. The Turkish Socialist Republic is now our ally. Good, very good. And let's justify on... Portugal is fighting Portugal. Let's justify on Great Britain. And this will make sense shortly. It doesn't right now, but it will soon. And they're guaranteeing Poland. Great Britain is. My plan, Poland refuses the German ultimatum. Please fight them. The dawn of the Great Britain coalition. And the Mexican Soviet Republic join the Comintern. Okay, so no. Forget this then. I'm not going to fight them. So, no. We could see the USA in the Comintern. Possibly. I guess that would happen. Maybe. Pakistan and Bangladesh signed a white peace. Let's do rare mineral exploitation. Or no, I don't want to do that. Let's do that focus that will allow us to get improve the Serbian rail network. Do that. Do that indeed. And does Turkey want to join the war? Call to arms? Oh, they're involved already. Never mind. And now Poland is in our faction. That is what? Bufong. Wow. So this is really taking a turn. So at this point, what is this now? The Greater Balkan Workers' Congress consists of the Yugoslavia, the French Communist Socialist Republic of Bulgaria, the Hungarian People's Republic, Czechoslovakia, People's Republic of Hellas, the Romanian People's Republic, the Turkish Social the Turkish Socialist Republic, and the Kingdom of Poland. We have a lot of faction members. That's absurd. So let's spread out our troops a little bit more now and form a more unified front line. We could possibly push in the near future. I'm thinking we could because, let's be honest, the Axis is going to be stretched thin in this conflict. So let's form a front line. Our goal is to liberate... Oh no, that's not right. That's too big. I don't want to fight for all of Czechoslovakia. So get rid of this order now. Get ready to go on the offensive and to, well, retake our lost territory for one. That's the main objective. And also sort of revive Hungary, who was occupied by the Germans when they joined the war, effectively. So get these units in position and start attacking soon. Non-aggression pact from Great Britain. Now, what can we do here? Start doing concentrated industry 3 as well as advanced machine tools. Yes, do advanced machine tools. And is Italy... Wait, no, never mind. So, does Britain have anyone... Okay, they don't. Forget that then. So, Poland is making some progress into Germany now. The Germans are really regretting their choices, I would think, at this point. Do we attack the Germans at this point? I say yes. Go on the offensive. Begin the attack. Retake our lost core territory. Here's some stuff from Turkey. Thank you, Turkey. We're trying to push back the Italians. The Germans are still pretty strong despite their entirety, despite being busy. And let's bring our Air Force out. We can't make any new planes. Just can't right now. I'm hoping we can push forward, retake the rest, well, part of Yugoslavia, take Zagreb here, take Poland back. Here's some lend-lease from the Kingdom of Poland. It's a very strange situation. We have Poland led by the Romanian king, who was a Romanian royal. So we have the Kingdom of Poland led by a Romanian king. Then we have Romania in our faction. And this is so strange. Whatever. And here's some lend-lease from Bulgaria. Thank you, Bulgaria. Keep pushing forward, overwhelm the Italians. Just take back all of Yugoslavia. That is our end goal. And the Italians are losing ground in France, it looks like. They're being overwhelmed. That is what we need to see. We may end up beating the Italians before we beat the Germans, possibly. And Mexican-Soviet Republic declared war on Honduras, and the Hondurans joined, El Salvador joined the Axis. Why? This is so confusing. Dominican Republic joined the Axis. A lot of Latin American nations getting involved in the conflict now. Take Zagreb. Venezuela joined the Axis for some reason. Okay. Not sure why. If this war goes on for a long enough amount of time, we may have to worry about nationalist Spain getting involved by joining the Axis. Get some lend-lease here from British Malaya. What is Great Britain doing? Why is their republic giving us lend-lease? How are they fighting Germany? I'm confused. I don't know how Germany got them. Oh, they were guaranteeing Poland. That explains why. See, okay, we took back Romania. I mean, what am I saying? Took back Croatia. We took Zagreb, so we effectively control the state now. Good. Keep pushing forward. Overwhelm the Italians. We need more manpower, don't we? Yes, we do need more manpower. We will shortly have to adjust this law. Then limited conscription will be changed. Can we just drive back the Germans? They have to be so overwhelmed. I mean, they still somehow control Prussia. They've sort of lost, their pressure is sort of worn off everywhere due to the sheer amount of faction members of the Greater Balkan Workers' Congress. Venezuela's been called into the war. Whatever doctrine's available, let's go with, let me see here. Let me see, Guatemala. Okay, forget this then. Let me see what this does. Okay, so support companies. Sybase and Mob. Why are you involved in the faction? I mean, that doesn't involve us, but that's so strange. I mean, when world tension gets to 100%, wacky things happen in Hearts of Iron 4 in terms of countries joining whichever faction. Let's complete improved light industry. And what else? Doctrines available. Go with integrated support to get some buffs on our support companies. This is such a strange war, in a way. Whatever, we'll do this. There's no allies, but there is the Greater Balkan Workers' Congress, which is led by us, Yugoslavia, and we need more manpower. Soviet Union is involved in the war now. Poland's losing ground. Not good. Poland is sort of spread thin, maybe. That may explain why they have issues at this time. We need to retake more of our country, don't we? I mean, we control Croatia again, so I don't know, we just have manpower issues overall, I think. Let's attack here, though. Take Trieste, possibly. Here's some new soldiers, new divisions, bring them out. Britain declared war on Ireland, whatever, and that is bad for them. Bad for Ireland. Join the Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Spirit. What is this faction? Where are these countries? I'm so confused. Whatever. And I'm hoping we could eventually break through into Italy, possibly. If we didn't have to deal with Germany, this would be a lot more feasible, but right now, we're just kind of keeping the enemy busy. We need more manpower, don't we? We do need more manpower. And I think this is going to be a playthrough series about communist, well, SFR Yugoslavia and Hearts of Iron 4. So I'm going to end what is going to be part 1. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Have an awesome day.